Dining at Disney podcast. The Dining at Disney podcast. You'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks. Let's do this thing! The Dining at Disney podcast. And now your hosts, Kristen and Bubba.
Welcome to the Dining at Disney podcast. I'm Kristen, and with me is Bubba, and it looks like Bubba's got a little furry friend in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Either that or now you have a tail.
Yeah, little furry friend.
Well, we are longtime Disney Park annual pass holders who absolutely love Disney food. So if this is your first time joining us, you're in for some delicious discussion. Welcome. And if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and click our notification bell so you know when we post new content. How are you doing today, Bubba?
I'm hot, but okay. No, just taking. I totally forgot today was Wednesday. You were calling me, and all of a sudden, you're like, "Hey, we got a show," and I'm like, "Is it Wednesday already?" I'm like,
yep, it's that time.
Man, just these days are just all one day now.
You know, I've noticed that too, and it seems to be getting worse the longer and longer things go the way they are. Yeah, I'm just so ready for some normalcy where I can remember what day it is, that Monday is not Thursday and Thursday isn't Sunday. And all
yeah, exactly. Like your Monday's not supposed to feel like your Friday, but it does. So just, oh well. I mean, things are starting to get back to normal over here. You know, we actually had a couple places open on Monday, school-wise, teacher-wise and stuff like that, which is good. So just little by little now.
I'm sure everybody out that way is ready for Disneyland to open too, whenever that will be.
You have no idea, but yeah, let's get it open soon. Safe, but soon.
Yes. Well, today we are going to be talking about happy hours at the Disney parks. So, of course, right now it's limited, especially out in Disneyland, but we do have some places that are offering happy hours. And right now, that is definitely something to be happy about. So yes. I guess I can start with, I've got, in addition to talking about happy hours, National Rum Day is coming up. Did you know that?
Oh, no. Nice.
So, this coming Sunday, August 16th, is National Rum Day. And over at Four Seasons Orlando, you can enjoy that at Plancha. They are going to be featuring what's called the Loco Coco Mojito. And that's going to be available from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at a very special price of just $10. And the Loco Coco Mojito will feature 2 rums. And it's got Rum Haven coconut and an aged barrel Papa's Pillar blonde rum.
Ooh.
And they're going to mix it with fresh mint, lime, and a splash of Prosecco. So I think that sounds absolutely delicious.
That will have you talking like a pirate in no time.
It says that they're also, you can enjoy their signature mojito during their happy hour, which is available Tuesday through Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m. And during their happy hour, they have $5 draft beers, $5 off select wines by the glass, and then $7 signature margaritas and mojitos, along with select appetizers at just $8.
Oh,
and
nice.
Just so you know, there is self-parking available at Plancha, so you can not have to worry about paying for parking there. You just park, go into Plancha, and have yourself a very happy hour, which
nice.
I think is awesome.
And those...
That is one of my favorite places to go is Four Seasons. Like they just do everything right all the time. It's consistently awesome. And the cocktails are always like top notch and made with the best. There is not really such a thing as like a house there. It's not like you're going to get, some weird off-brand. But I mean, everything is like really, really good stuff there. So.
No, and the prices are pretty good too for that happy hour special.
Oh, yeah, because a lot of their drinks are, like $16, $17 for a cocktail. I mean, which is, pretty standard pricing at most Disney places anymore. It's pretty standard pricing even in Nashville here. When you go drink somewhere and you're going to have like handmade crafted cocktails, they're not going to be, you're not going to get a drink for $10 unless it's, during a happy hour. And so to me right now, especially when, people are being tight with their money, that's definitely the time to take advantage of happy hours, because then you can at least go out and enjoy yourself and you're not spending what you normally would. So Disneyland, does Disneyland downtown Disney district have anything going on?
They just have one thing right now because stuff is still limited. The park isn't open. So if the parks were open, they usually don't. I mean, California Adventure usually doesn't do anything happy hour wise. Everything's just basically one price. But if you do go to downtown Disney and you do go to the Uva Bar, they definitely have a happy hour. And it's every day from 3 to 5 p.m., at Catal's, and then the Catal's and the Uva Bar. They have a happy hour menu that actually includes chicken and waffles, deviled eggs, an ahi bruschetta, signature sliders, and a couple of drinks that you can also get, their old-fashioned, one of their, they call it the mega cocktails, which are pretty strong drinks. And you could also get margaritas on Wednesday. If you go on Wednesday, all bottles of wine are half off too. So this includes wine and pitchers of sangria. So that's a really good deal on that. So they have a huge choice of wines, sparkling, white, rosé, red, and the sangrias, they're house made, and they're all just, it's $50 a pitcher, but if you go during happy hour, it's $25 for a pitcher of sangria. And that's a great deal when it comes to, I know a lot of people, my sisters love sangria, and she'll probably drink the whole pitcher. But yeah, the sangrias I can handle because I just like the fruitiness and everything of that, when it comes to Uva Bar, they're basically kind of the only restaurant offering any type of happy hour as of today. So we're hoping once more of the places open up, they'll offer more of a happy hour menu like Ballast Point, Ralph Brennan's, even the Bowling Alley or Tortilla Joe's too, which are slowly opening up because they're very limited to outside seating. Tortilla Joe's added some more outdoor seating. Ballast Point, they do have a balcony up on the second floor, which we've drank on there before, which kind of holds a few people, maybe about a good, 50 people at most. So, but they haven't really announced any type of happy hour going on just because they're just opening back up,
So when do you think more places will open? Is there any recent news that's happened out in California for?
As of now, they're working on the plan with the city of Orange County to open it up, and there's no date, there's no timeline, there's not really anything. So the only thing we could do is, slowly open things up one at a time in downtown Disney, which has been happening. I believe Ballast Point is opening up or has just opened up. But there's a couple places that are still closed, which I had a little list of, but I can't find anymore. So it's all up in the air, and I wish I can give you guys a date. I wish Disney could just come out and say, you know what, here's what we're working on, but they haven't said anything yet. They're keeping everything hush hush, and we just have to go with it, basically.
Yeah, I think the hard thing out there is, the government's just being so strict out in California that it's just taking longer for them to reopen than, Florida and some of the other states.
I know, but we'll get there eventually.
So as far as happy hours in Disney Springs, I've got a few there. This one's not a happy hour, but it is a a drink deal. If you go over to Wine Bar George and you buy a corksicle, either at Wine Bar George or at their place called The Basket, you get a frozen beverage of your choice, which I've gotten the frosé in mind, complimentary when you end up buying the corksicle. So if you want a corksicle, this is definitely the way to go because you're not paying any more than you would if you went to like Amazon or somewhere else, but you get a free drink in it. So you can't beat that.
Oh, that's cool.
And there are a few different happy hours that you can find. One deal is over at Frontera Cochina. They have what they call Margarita Mondays and Tequila Tuesdays. So on Mondays, you get a $5 margarita. And then if you go on Tuesday, you get a $5 shot of Gracias a Dios Spot and Mezcal, and that's on
mezcal?
Tuesdays.
Ooh.
Alton loves mezcal. I can't do it. It's too smoky for me.
Yeah, Aljon approves of mezcal. Yeah. Definitely a party starter.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so other locations. House of Blues, Monday through Sunday from 12 to 5. They have $4 select domestic bottled beers, $5 select import beers, $5 House of Blues red blend and Chardonnay wines, and $5 cocktails. And then if you're seated in the bar, and this is only in the bar area, can you get food specials? They have $6, $8, and $12 food specials.
Nice.
And then over at one of my favorite places, Raglan Road, Monday through Friday from 12 to 6 at the outside bar only, you can get $5 draft beers and $5 premium well liquors. So that's a good deal. They've got some great beers, great Irish beers on tap. So that's definitely like worth going to check out. Yeah. At Paradiso 37, Taste of the Americas, Monday through Sunday, all day long. In the bar only, you can get $5 house margaritas and $5 Coors Light and Tecate, which I would definitely be going for the Tecate rather than the Coors
yes. Yes. No Coors Light for me. No.
And a City Works Eatery and Poorhouse, which is the newest place in Disney Springs, Monday through Thursday. 3 p.m. to 6, they're offering $2 off local beers, cocktails, and wine, $7 appetizers, which includes fried pickles, popcorn chicken, cheese curds, pretzel bites, buffalo dip, queso dip, and Kung Pao cauliflower.
Wow.
Okay, now I'm really hungry, and I was already hungry to start with.
Kung Pao cauliflower.
For all of that.
I like the name of that. I like the name of that, Kung Pao cauliflower.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
At Terralina Crafted Italian, Monday through Sunday, 4 to 6 at their outside bar only. You can get $5 select beers and half off glasses of wine. Reserved wines are not included in that promotion. And then last but not least, at STK Orlando, Monday through Sunday, 3 to 6 p.m., they feature half off specialty cocktails, $10 for Justin Cabernet and Vividit Rosé, and then $2, $5, $7, and $8 food specials. I want to know what is $2.
Yeah. Probably like
get some like truffle fries,
or like chips or something like that. Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm going to have to see if I could find what that is because that sounds really good.
Those are great prices.
I know. And now, like I said, now is definitely the time to enjoy happy hours anywhere.
Oh, yeah. I know the places around my area are going happy hour crazy right now too. So just to give people, because we can only do outdoor seating right now. I can't do indoor. So everybody has tents built outside of their restaurants in the parking lot and setting up tables. But it's actually making for a nice atmosphere in certain places. Especially when the sun is setting, it starts getting cool over here where it just feels so good outside. You want to be outside and enjoy the breeze and have a drink. And people are setting up TVs too outside, so people can watch the game while they're dining outside.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I do have one last thing that I want to mention, and this is only for a short amount of time. This is taking place at House of Blues. They're doing a Central Florida resident discount. So you can enjoy dinner there and get 20% off your bill now through August 31st. It does exclude alcohol, and you can't combine it with any other discounts. And they do require that you show valid proof of residency. So make sure you're a Florida resident. You take your Florida driver's license with you to show them.
And if you're an annual pass holder at Disneyland, take that, because there's a lot of places that will take the annual pass holder discount. Another great reason to be one.
That's a one nice thing out in California is you guys have a lot of places where you get a discount, whereas in Florida, you have to buy tables in Wonderland to get a discount at so many places. So that's definitely I think a perk. And I know you guys pay a little bit more for your annual passes, but I think overall it ends up being better because it's like $150 to get a tables in Wonderland for 1 year.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But you can get 20% off alcohol, which...
Ooh, that's great. You cannot, but man, that's great right there. Yeah, there's even a couple places outside the resort that take an annual pass holder discount too. That's what's pretty cool. There's a lot of hidden areas. One pizza place we go to right across the street, they take annual pass holder discounts and employee and cast member discount.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's a good way. I mean, especially because everything was built right on top of where Disneyland is, that it's so nice that the places around the park offer different kinds of discounts and stuff like that too for annual pass holders or cast members. Yeah.
There's a lot of restaurants too, just right outside, across the street. You're right there on Restaurant Row on Harbor. We got like all these restaurants just sitting right there, and people just can just walk across and go to.
Well, before we wrap up the show, really quick, I want to mention something that we have coming up, because we are working on doing a kind of a schedule so you guys know what to expect each month. And so we're planning on doing like a news show, kind of like this one. Hopefully sooner than later, we're going to have a lot more news to talk about coming out of the Disney parks. But right now, that's kind of limited. We're also doing a best of show each month. So maybe it's the best burger I ever ate. And another thing that we're doing is an interview each month. And last but not least, which you will actually get to check out for the first time starting next week, is we are doing a show with other bloggers, vloggers, podcasters, people that have stuff to do with Disney that are out there that are friends of ours. And we are going to be doing a monthly show called Happy Hour, where we're all going to sit around and talk about different things having to do with Disney food. So next week, you will get to meet the cast of characters.
Yes.
And we will introduce all of them. They'll tell you a little bit about themselves. And we'll have just a general like food discussion, kind of getting you guys excited into this series of things that we're going to be doing each month. So, next week, you'll definitely want to check out our happy hour show, because it's going to be a lot of fun. And we have some really cool, interesting people that'll be joining us. So.
Can't wait.
We are very excited about this.
I like roundtable discussions. So it's just
I do too. It makes it fun. And the cool thing with this is we have even number of guys and girls, and we have Disneyland and Disney World people that are coming on here. So it's going to be cool that we have a nice nice variety of people on the show. Yeah. So
very diverse cast of Disney people.
Yes. Well, I think that's everything for today, don't you?
That is everything for today. Sorry, not much news, but hey, we're here for your entertainment.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, we hope you have enjoyed today's show. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, click the notification bell. You can find us on Anchor. That's one of the places you can download the podcast, as well as Spotify and Apple Podcast. On Anchor, you can donate. You can be like our top fan, Lindsay, who donates every month to us, and you can do as little as 99 cents a month or as much as $9.99 a month. We're working on some kind of like cool program for you guys who do that too. And make sure you check out our links to Amazon and the Disney store. As far as where you can find us, Bubba, tell everybody.
You could find me on Instagram at big_Bubba_B. You can also find us on the Dining at Disney Facebook page. If you're a huge fan of Disney, you could go to the Sorcerer Radio Fun Zone page and chat with us there. I believe there's a couple other options too. I believe Discord is one of the. I just signed up for Discord the other day. I haven't really been active on it, but I'm hoping to maybe do a little chat or two. But I know Aljon and you have been on there.
Yeah, it's really cool because it's like the old message boards back in the day, where you can post something and immediately there's somebody there to respond to you. It's cool.
That's what's good. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
On Sundays, make sure you check out the Disney List. Aljon and I go live every Sunday. Also, make sure you catch and subscribe to our friends WDW Park Hoppers, Park Hopper Sid, and Park Hopper John. They talk about everything Walt Disney World on their podcast. In addition, as Bubba had mentioned, the Sorcerer Radio Fun Zone and Discord. You can also check out our friends on Facebook, the Disney Dorks. We love the Disney Dorks. They are fun and entertaining, so make sure you check them out as well. Until next time, I'm Kristen, and with me is Bubba. Bon appetit.
This podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company or its holdings and is intended for entertainment purposes.
Bang, bang, bang.